Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our weekly market update. This morning I've got Josh and Fraser with me. How are we, guys?
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you. We've had a big weekend at Turnbull, Fraser. You've been playing senior football alongside a bit of a celebrity on the weekend.
Yeah, no, it was a good weekend up there at the Oval with Dane Swan obviously playing for Turnbull, and yeah, I'd say there was probably 300-400 people there throughout the day as well, so it was a pretty big crowd for the football, which was good to see.
Yeah, okay. No, that's good. Yeah, there's certainly plenty of traffic about. When I was driving past in between open homes and things, it looked like the Oval was fairly full. They were parked all around the place.
Wasn't a park on the fence left, that's for sure.
Yeah. How's the market been in rentals? Still a similar trend with not many properties and lots
Pretty
of
much.
applications?
We've got 8 properties online at the moment, but with 5 of them owners have applications, so really there's only 3 that's probably still available at the moment. And it's just a trend that if it property does go up at a reasonable price, then it's been very lots of inquiries there. It's very popular.
Okay.
So it's definitely a good time if you are looking to rent out your property. That there's lots of tenants out there looking for places at the moment.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah. And we've got a hot topic at the moment, which has sort of been on and off for a while, but the pet legislation is sort of about to be reintroduced at Parliament again after a fair bit of toing and froing over the last couple of years.
So that's definitely something to think about if you are a landlord that looking into the future. It could looking more likely that it will come in at some stage. It's a matter of when, I'd say.
Yeah, and so if you want to know more, reach out to our team. We've got some briefings that the real estate industry are sending out to a lot of the politicians. They've been great in advocating for landlords in this scenario, but trying to get similar legislation aligned with some of the other states is really what sort of the goal, I think, is, where the initial legislation proposed was quite extreme compared to what's in other states. So it certainly seems to be changing on the way, but you'll probably start seeing a bit more about that in the media over the next few weeks. And so if you want to know more or know what we know, then reach out and the guys can talk you through that one. So how about sales this week, Josh? What's been happening? We've had a few houses open again this weekend.
Yeah, so busy weekend for the team, Nick. Actually had some pretty good numbers, to be honest. And even with properties that we've had open now, second, third time around, some of our numbers grew. So the market's definitely picking up. There's buyers there. I think a bit of change with the banks and, what's going on with them interest rates, just starting to raise some more inquiry in the market. And we're seeing that with definitely inquiries as well.
Yep.
So
I think people are starting to factor in affordability a little bit.
100%.
Potentially being more affordable than less affordable moving forwards in the next year. So, yeah.
And obviously we've got some exciting properties coming up. We'll probably let the long weekends run out, give everyone a rest for Easter, and then keep an eye on the market after that.
Yep, and yes, we're definitely going to be having a few this weekend and next, even over the Easter and Anzac Day weekends. Then we've got the election weekend, so it'll be potentially a few less open homes, but still definitely going to have some properties open over this period.
Definitely. I'll have a couple open on Saturday, and I think the other team will. So
and yes, we'll see what the next month brings after a little bit of a holiday time and election period. We'll be probably into a different market this time next month, I would imagine, one way or the other, as to how people react to that. And given a lot of the other global things going on, that could be in a bit of a pause, or it could be a bit more attractive for people to jump in, depending on combination of those things. So it's an interesting time. It's certainly a hot topic of conversation. And some people who are watching that intently as to what they're going to do with their property purchases and sales over the next few months. So we'll see how it all washes out and what it means over the winter market, I guess, over the month or two ahead. So
definitely.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Easter colouring competition the last couple of days there. So we've got a few entries in. There's still a good chance to win some of the great prizes that we've got up for grabs. Lots of chocolate out there. So anybody who hasn't entered, make sure it's not that these guys, the not filling up that pile with entries too much, and we'll have to
Yeah.
see.
I think a few weeks have gone missing.
All right, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week on the update.